Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we are back with more RWBY. So, last episode we got a super great welcome. Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad before, or at first, then Ace Sqaud showed up and arrested our team. So, after we helped with, the Grim and everything that showed up, I mean, Penny would have taken care of it, she would have taken care of it before, eventually, Jesus. But more damage would have been done if they weren't there, but, I mean, whatever. We're seeing Ironwood, he's kind of getting worse and worse. Penny's back, that's also good, another cool thing. Penny's alive. I guess we're gonna see how the team's gonna get out of this.
Where do you think they're taking us?
I'm gonna go with jail.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Welcome to Atlas. Those were Ironwood's Ace operatives.
You guys had a run-in with the Ace Ops? Ironwood must really have a bone to pick with you.
Oh.
They're not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? The Ace Ops are the elite of elite military huntsmen. And Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
So they got you too, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
It's worth it if it gets people talking about our cause.
Our cause?
Yes, the fight for better conditions in Mantle, led by the charismatic, talented, lovely Robin Hill and her happy huntresses. They were all top Atlas Academy graduates who could have signed up for the military, but Robin and the huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the Kingdom's Council, and when she gets it, she's gonna put an end to Ironwood's tyranny!
Happy huntresses.
Is that their real name?
Don't you think tyranny's a little dramatic?
Easy to say for a Schnee heiress living comfortably up in Atlas.
Not anymore.
Oh boy.
Whoa, it's gorgeous up here. Don't let that fool you.
This isn't the police station.
Oh boy.
It's Atlas Academy.
I guess we will be seeing the General. For better or worse.
So, what do we do?
I don't know yet. But we should be careful with what we say.
Is that gonna happen? Can I help you?
We'll follow your lead, Ruby.
I swear if I just sit through one more council meeting like that.
Yay, you're here! Winter. Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Huh? Please let us help you. Forgive us.
Those are cool though.
Please, come in. It is so good to see all of you.
Our reception didn't really convey that.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team. When a rogue airship entered our airspace, it raised some red flags.
Yeah.
We assumed the ship was stolen.
Stolen? Okay, yeah, it was stolen.
You stole an Atlas airship?
Let us through.
What were you thinking? You might have been shot down. How unbelievably irresponsible.
I'm sorry I worried you. But we did what we had to do.
I suppose I understand. But I cannot believe that you allowed this to happen, Crow.
You try stopping these kids
Yeah, for
when they
real.
have their mind set on something. Speaking of which, we have some important information for you that's confidential.
Oh, is it about the relics?
Or perhaps the Winter Maiden?
Ironwood.
You told them?
Did you really think you were the only one who got to work on a new plan after Beacon? With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust. So yes, I told them. The Ace Ops too. Which is why I'm so glad you're here. With this. Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem. Oz has pushed her back, has kept victory out of her claws, but she will keep returning. Stronger and stronger. Unless we destroy her.
Yeah, good luck with that.
But what about the Atlas relic?
You mean the Staff of Creation?
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
Stable condition? What does
She's
that...
not exactly a spring chicken.
Huh.
I know how this all looks. Recalling my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
Then why continue it?
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military here, protecting my people.
But it's not protecting them. It's making everyone hate you.
It's a price I'm willing to pay. Just as you all have been entrusted with the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan. Ozpin believed the best way to fight Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of needing, well, a new approach.
And what do you suggest?
That's Amity Coliseum.
Where the Vital Festival is held?
Indeed. When Beacon fell and everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together, and it will serve that purpose once again.
Isn't it great? We're not going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will re-establish global communications.
By launching the tower high into the atmosphere, our scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite, out of reach of the Grim and capable of maintaining global communications even if we were to lose another tower.
That is great.
James, you don't need the entire military for this.
I will for the next part,
Uh-oh.
where I finally tell the people about Salem.
Yeah, I was worried about.
So that's why you withdrew your troops. To handle the panic that will break out in Atlas.
Yes, panic is inevitable, and panic brings Grim, but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with the fight ahead, I'll use Amity Tower to spread the message to all of Remnant.
But everything will fall apart. Grim will be everywhere.
You're right. But Atlas is willing and prepared to assist.
Trying to hide the truth from the world will eventually kill us all.
Oz spent his whole life, many lives, keeping this secret.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
Hello. Oh.
What is it?
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
Oscar here is
Next.
the next Ozpin.
Oz?
Well, not quite yet. He's.
I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think you...
Not quite. He's kind of, gone at the moment.
That's not normal. How did he...
We don't know. We were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
Huh.
It's the worst news yet.
I forgot they don't know the
Did you
whole
learn anything
secret.
from him about the relics before?
He told us the lamp can answer 3 questions. But all the questions were used up already.
Right, right.
Don't try.
Ozpin told us that too, once upon a time. At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ozpin back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
Can I have it back? Thank you.
You're giving it back to me?
After what happened with the Ace Ops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you. Especially something as important as this.
Oh, wow. Thanks.
For the time being, I think it's safest with the people who brought it here.
Thank you.
We must work together if we are to fight Salem and win. Now, if you're all on board,
Tell us how we can help.
good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first, I think we need to get those weapons of yours up to our standards.
Hey, man, it broke.
Remember, this is Atlas. While assisting the military, we will provide you with the best equipment our scientists can devise.
But
Really?
I like my scythe.
So that was the second time I got banned. Then there was the third time when...
All right, cut the chatter. I'd like to sincerely apologize for the miscommunication down in Mantle. We didn't intend to...
So bad, honestly. If we had known who you were, we'd be laughing over a hot meal right now and...
I understand.
Hello?
You were just following orders.
I mean, you could have asked us some questions first.
Questions are for the weak. But we're all on the same team now.
I don't like you
Not that
already.
I'm happy about it.
Okay, maybe
We
not.
just wanted to say we're
All right,
sorry.
maybe no longer.
And that we're looking forward to working with you on our next mission. You might be students, but you've been fighting just as hard as we have, if not harder.
Exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
All right.
Not everything's a competition, Hare.
Come on, let me show you
All
around
right, I
campus.
guess I'll reserve judgment for now.
Crow. I meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
You okay, bud?
So that way's the cafeteria, and that way's the training rooms. Oh, and over there are the classrooms.
This all looks great, Penny. But where are we staying?
Remember, you're in Atlas now. As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough,
So we're staying in the dorms?
it'll be just like Beacon again.
that Watson?
That is my promise.
That's cool. Oh, damn. Haven't seen him do much yet. Or Watts,
For
not
the
Watson.
last time, a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Walking around a city with 1,000 eyes.
While cybersecurity has been stepped up in Atlas, as usual, none of the code was updated in Mantle.
That certainly sounds useful.
It should be. I helped write that code, after all.
Oh, he was from Atlas.
Well, I suppose we all have our talents.
Oh, forgot he had that. Who is that? So I don't know the person in the, I guess, phone booth or whatever that Tyrion came out of. I don't know if there's anybody like that we're supposed to know, but I don't know if the camera would have. Watts apparently, because who was it that mentioned it? Was it Lee's character? Pietro? Did he say that it was somebody? I can't remember what he said exactly. I forgot the first part of what he said, but basically saying it was something or one of us. I think it was Pietro. But I guess that's Watts. He must have been part of Atlas before, and he helped write the code. So explains why he's able to hack into it. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, we haven't really seen him do much in terms of combat. I think he might be the only one we haven't seen fight. Fighting might not be his expertise. He might just be strictly hacking. But I mean, usually they have people like they have their skill, and then they also have the fighting. So maybe we'll see him do something something else this season. Fine, whatever. All right. But, okay. Ironwood told basically everybody. Not everybody, but he told Penny, which is fine. Told Winter, which, and then he told the Ace operatives. I don't, I was ready to not like them. Which but I'm kind of liking them. So, hopefully they don't screw us over. I mean, they're like it works, I think, personally for Ironwood, though, so, I don't know, he has good intentions, he's just, I don't know. I also don't know about telling the whole world, because that was the reasoning behind him bringing everybody in, is because they're going to need them all to take the amount of Grim that's going to be more active than normal around the world. And once the world finds out about that, there is definitely going to be a mass panic. And that is not good. Although I'm wondering, like, because I know like a lot of panic draws the Grim. A lot of, the negative emotions. But, or at least the fear. I think it's just fear and panic. But like if it's worldwide, I wonder would that overwhelm them maybe? I don't know. I mean, there are a considerable amount of Grim. But I'm wondering if there's enough, like, there's enough to where I know that you can create them, so there's that. But I'm like wondering if there's enough Grim to where that amount of just negative emotions wouldn't overwhelm them. I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting thought if they could be overwhelmed with what draws them. Because a lot of times, like anything that feeds on something and too much of it can, could kill it or overwhelm it. Alright, so the staff creation is an Atlas, as well as the Winter Maiden. She's safe here. Apparently she's pretty old still, or not still, but she's pretty old. Like that hasn't been passed on recently yet. So we have the Spring Maiden, which was I think Raven, think she was spring. The fall maiden is Cinder. No, it is Raven. Did I say was or is for Raven? It is Raven because she's still out there. I think she was spring, yeah. So there's still the summer and the winter ones. The winter one's here. If I remember that correctly. So if we're gonna meet her, they said she's stable, so I guess she's like nearing the end. I wonder if we'll meet her. I wonder if one of the it would be crazy if one of the Team RWBY. Wait, yeah, one of Team RWBY if one of them becomes one of the maidens. It'd be kind of cool. So I have that to worry about. I don't know. I mean, we're obviously gonna hit butt heads with Ironwood, considering Oscar and them. They showed them in the intro fighting it. Although that could just be them training, maybe. I don't know. I didn't think about that before. It could be Ironwood. Maybe he's trying to get Oz to come out, or he's training Oscar. I don't know. I'm not sure which one. Could be any one of those things. So I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. I mean, I know some of the things Oz kept secret, what he kept secret to kind of protect himself, but also just because it would make people seem hopeless and feel like there's no point in searching for a way to stop Salem. No, I mean Oz still hadn't figured out how to do that. I don't know if he had stopped trying. I don't think he had. But Ironwood still doesn't know the whole truth. I completely didn't think about that. He still think and Ruby's decided to keep that secret from him, which is great because he's like, I don't want you to trust me or think that I've kept anything secret from you. Like, all right, I get it. Jesus, ouch. Sorry, but I don't know if it's the best thing to tell him because I mean, Crow kind of lost it and he kind of went to a bit of despair for a bit. Granted, that's kind of what was keeping him, like, Oz and his cause kind of pulled him out of what he was not involved in, but like, you know, just his pulled him out of it gave him purpose, and you know, pulled him out of the not the rut, but just how feeling like he would do more harm to others and because of his I was gonna say quirk, because of his semblance. I don't know how. I mean, considering there's with Ironwood though, he's also a little bit unstable now because of one finding it out. Because I mean, I think Crow, he had mentioned that he didn't feel like he was ready or should know because he wouldn't be able to take it, which it kind of seems like he isn't, because it is kind of slowly seems like he might be not going crazy, like it's wearing on him. I mean, visibly wearing on him, because I mean it that kind of weight would wear out anybody. But yeah, it just seems to do so, especially to him, which kind of sucks because I mean again, I know what he means well. He's a good guy at heart, but I don't know. I don't wholeheartedly agree with the decisions he's making. The cool thing though is that apparently they're gonna get, you know, best of weapons that, you know, for because of Atlas and everything, since they're gonna be employing them essentially. So I get, is everybody getting new, like, their weapons? Do they get new ones now? Because I mean, I don't know if we need new weapons. The new wardrobe's gonna be cool, but like, I don't know. I don't think RWBY would, because she made that herself. I think they all make them themselves, don't they? They're supposed to. I think that's like part of the before they are accepted into an academy. It's been a while. It was like volume 1 when they explained that. But I don't know if they're gonna. Maybe we'll let them build their own again. And we'll just, I don't know, because I don't remember seeing the weapons differently. Maybe I just missed it. I wasn't paying attention, which is very possible. I just missed it. In the intro. I hope that these Ace people, the Ace operatives, aren't turds, smug, and they're not just being nice to kind of. For some of them, it might be for appearances. First, I wasn't sure about the one dude. That's a fauna before finding he was a fauna. But I think he's just kind of. He just needs to kind of as an appearance, so not show that he's like, I guess maybe fanning over them. I don't know, but he's like apparently happy that they're going to be joining the team. So, and I do like everybody else. The one that like shook RWBY to the core, like man, I think you said it, man. Tossed her aside essentially. The other girl seems pretty cool when she wants to see them in action. Then there's the other guy, the kind of Zen dude. He seems interesting. I'm interested to see what he can do. Yeah, I guess next episode we'll be getting the new equipment, the new clothes, and the new hairdos, which is gonna be cool. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I wholeheartedly agree with Ironwood's plan. I mean, sometimes secrets aren't great, but sometimes it's also it could just more so hurt the people than keep them safe. So I guess we'll see how that turns out. But guys, that is it for this week's episode of RWBY. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for next week's episode, go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you want to see it early, you gotta check out our Patreon. All the early access stuff will be starting up. Well, not all of it, but the stuff that anything early access will go on there. So if you want to see it next week's episode early, go check out Patreon. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next week.